How do you work it out when you're co-writing a song and you disagree with your co-writers and one person really loves one word, one person loves another word, one person is making a decision based on this thing and one person is making a decision based on this other thing. It can happen that way, especially it frequently shows up when you're co-writing with a vocalist and the vocalist is going to be the one who sings the song and you want to write something in a certain rhythm or with a certain wording and the vocalist just isn't wanting to form that shape or that rhythm with their mouth, and so they resist the idea that you're throwing out there because it just doesn't sing the way that they want, or they have a word or a vowel that they want to use at a certain place. Who's right and who's wrong? Well, nobody's right or wrong, but it's just a question of how much does it matter which way it goes, You can say to the vocalist, hey, do you think maybe with time you could just get used to singing it with this rhythm instead so that you can keep a rhythmic pattern going, rhythmic repetition, rhythmic structure, but also respect the fact that the vocalist may actually know their instrument and know that if they can sing a certain vowel shape on a certain pitch, it's going to sound really, really good. And then they can find their voice. So sometimes you consider the one, sometimes you consider the other. Or, I was just co-writing and my husband was one of the co-writers and he's deep in the licensing world, and I'm wanting the ending to have this big emotional payoff. I'm writing like a songwriter writes, I want the emotional payoff. We've worked hard on this lyric and I want it to feel good, but my husband's thinking in terms of, well, this is what music supervisors would need it, this is how they would need it to function, and I'm like, but that feels like it's so abrupt, like it doesn't feel satisfying, who's right or who's wrong? Neither one of us is right or wrong. It's just a matter of how do we want it to function. And we sort of landed on the compromise that we're going to do two versions. We're going to have the record edit and the sync edit, so that I'll get my big ending with the emotion, satisfaction, payoff, and he'll get his tidy little snipped off ending that makes it feel like it's, really easy to edit for music supervisors, and we can both win that way. And if we release it digitally, we can release the record version, so compromise is important. Learning how to do that can be tricky, but if you work with people you trust and you all get along and stay nice, it can be all right.